Hey guys, Beck and mine are hanging out inside. We're getting ready to go out and work on the Durango. So we're going to do the running boards, get them painted, and then hopefully get the Bondo done as well. So we got a couple other things that we got to do after that, but we'll probably have one or two more videos after this. Just depends how quickly we can get through everything. So it's snowing outside, it's really cold, so I've got the garage heater on and I'm out here working on the outside of the Durango. So I've got some rust holes that I want to work on and the running boards that need to get cleaned up, as you can see there. So I'll show you guys exactly what I want to get cleaned up today. So as you guys can tell there, these running boards do not look pretty. I actually originally thought they were bad when I bought it. I thought I was just going to remove them and be done with it, but they're actually really sturdy and under the vehicle is pretty clean. So what I want to do is just get all this flaky chrome off, rip it off, and then I'm going to sand all this down, or rough it up a little bit, and then I'm going to spray paint these or plastic dip. One of the two, I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet, black, just to make these look a lot better, because they are sturdy and they're very useful, so I might as well do that. Beckham's gonna help me out a little bit today. And then I want to get these rust holes fixed. I've got some Bondo. I'm not gonna do anything close to professional work, but I just wanna get it to where, since it's a white vehicle, it really sticks out. So I'm just gonna get some Bondo, throw it on there, and spray paint it all white, just to make it not look nearly as noticeable. And I'm gonna fix some of the other spots here. And I think there's another one like on the top of the door. But other than that, the rig is really nice and a pretty clean truck. So this stuff is just flaking off. And that's why I want to take it off first, so if I spray paint over that, it's just going to fall off anyway. So some of it, unfortunately, is not coming off like that, so I really don't know how I'm going to get it off, so I might just rough it up and then spray over it and hope that it doesn't flake off later. But I really don't know how I'm going to get all this off unless I have something a little bit. I don't think I have anything sharper than a screwdriver to scrape them off. But as long as I get most of the flakes off, I should be good. Again, this isn't going to be anything professional. This is just to make the outside look better. I can always just throw some more spray paint or plastic dip over top of it if need be, and fix little errors as I see them. So you can tell there why this stuff's coming off, because I'm sure something cracked or let a little bit of this Ohio salt in, and that all got under it. So made it really gross, started peeling out under it, and then once it started, you know, it didn't stop. So really gross stuff under here. This stuff is all the way under here, so you can pull it out pretty easily that way. You can see everything, all that water and everything that's been kept under there, and that's why they're in the shape they are. I really wish every piece came off as easy as that one. That is a chunk. That peeled off really easily. But unfortunately, the rest of them are coming out in tiny bits like that. Now that I got most of this off, I'm going to take this wire brush real quick and just try to get some of the grime off of it and rough it up just a little bit, and at least clean them up a little bit so when I spray paint it, the paint won't just come off. So now you can see that definitely cleaned it up a lot. Doesn't look amazing by any means, but when I paint that, that's going to look a lot better now. So the running boards are as prepped as they're gonna get, got everything sanded down, washed off, and cleaned, and they're now ready to be painted. So I can do this one of two ways. I can either tape everything off real nicely, lay tarp down and everything, and make sure nothing gets oversprayed, or I could just use a piece of cardboard and, you know, set it down like that. So that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. Again, this is the farthest thing from professional work. It's just something quick, simple, and cheap that you can do to your vehicle to improve the look pretty easily. So I think I spent $27 on everything so far that I'm going to be doing. That's Bondo and paint included for that. And for me, that's a win. So I've got a couple other things I got to buy to fix this thing up, but that'll be later. So this is the first coat. We got a lot more coats to do, and I might put a primer or a finish on it and everything. Not sure quite yet. We'll see how it turns out. But for right now, it looks a heck of a lot better without all that crap all over the place. So we're gonna let this one dry, and then we're gonna put a second and third coat on it and see how it looks from there. I just finished the third coat on this side, so it's starting to look a lot better. So I'm gonna let this side dry. I'm gonna go to the other side and start that one. So the more I'm looking at it and thinking about it, I'm not really digging the look of this really cheap spray paint. So what I think I'm gonna do is go get some Rust-Oleum bed liner spray and get it some texture, and it will at least look a little bit grittier and might fill in some of those holes and make them not look so bad, because this is the first coat, and as you can tell, there's just holes and stuff in here because of all the salt damage. So if I get the grittier stuff, I think it's really gonna fill that in and not look nearly as bad. So something really simple that I can do to make this look nicer, since all this rust ran off onto this plastic, it has this really gross brown look to it and looks really bad. So we're just gonna spray this down and clean this plastic part, and that's gonna make at least this bottom part look really good, especially after we get this all figured out. So we can probably just take a rag and get most of it, but to get the process a lot quicker, let's spray this on here and see if this works. Watch, it makes it worse. I have no clue if this is going to work, honestly. Let's start over here. Alright, so it's getting some of that off. Okay, cool, that's working. So I'm just going to have to actually scrub a little bit hard. It's a little bit hard with the camera in my hand. But holy crap, look at the difference between that right there and this. So, or wow, right, that right there and that. So big difference just in that alone. So it's really about the little things when it comes to detailing older vehicles like this. If you can just take a little bit of time and care, you know, a lot of things people don't look at is stuff like this. Like the wheels, I just did the wheels recently and it really popped, and I'll be putting some acid on them to really make them shine. But it's the little things like this that are super simple that can really bring some life in an older vehicle. So as you can tell, this is the part that I did really hard, and this stuff not quite as much. So it's going to take a little bit of elbow grease, but it makes a huge difference here in this corner from this gross yellow-brown part to the white of the rest now. Now I couldn't get these close edges here, so I just used a brush real quick, and then we'll see the difference. Wow. That's awesome. I'm really happy with how that turned out, honestly. I was a little bit nervous that that wouldn't all come out very well. As you can see, there's a little bit left that still needs wiped off, but I'll do that all off camera. It's kind of hard to do this while holding the camera. But 100% difference. Looks way better. Now a really quick fix for this, since all the rust ran off onto the plastic and it's making it look really gross, is just to spray paint it white, and it will just make that look a little bit better. For when I do Bondo it, it won't have this on there. So I scrubbed most of it off here on the bottom, which I'll scrub a little bit more, but I'm just gonna throw a little bit of paint on top of this to get rid of that. So that was just a really quick paint job, and I'll do the rest and finish it up when I do all the Bondo, and I'll touch it up. But for right now, it does make it look a lot better. So I didn't get as far as I wanted to. I found a lot of little other things that I wanted to work on. So we didn't get to the Bondo this time, so we'll get to that next video. And we'll probably end up making a full video on just the Bondo, because that is going to take a while to do. I've got a couple other little things that I want to get fixed. Might throw those into that video, but we'll see. So I'm really happy with as much as we did get done, though. I think the running boards look a lot better, and the little things that I touched up and wiped down really made things look better. So we will see how it ends up next time. If you guys like the videos, let me know in the comments. I'm trying something a little bit different. I think these are fun to make. Make sure to check out Howitzer. They are the clothing company that sponsors me. Really cool company. 5% of their proceeds goes to charity. So that is really neat. Also, if you guys want to help out my page, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.